Hi everyone, my name is Samara and welcome to my channel. So as you probably are aware, March is here and that means a new month with new beginnings. I don't know about you, but I certainly failed at planning my New Year's resolutions this year. Come New Year's Eve, I did not write a long list of things that I was going to do for the next year, and I just honestly felt overwhelmed by the thought of it. I've tried this year's past and I never accomplished these resolutions that I set for myself. Perhaps you're in this boat, or perhaps you just wanted to spend the last moments of your New Year's spending time with family, and there is nothing wrong with that. Not all of us work the same way, and that is fine. However, if you're feeling like you're in a slump right now, like I am, you haven't been making progress on the things that you've been wanting to make progress on, and you feel you're in need of a change, it is not too late to do that. Just because it is March does not mean that you don't have time to turn things around. So that's what this video is all about. Don't feel discouraged, and let's get into it. So the first way is by planning meaningful goals and corresponding habits to achieve those goals. Just by taking an hour or two out of your day to consider which life changes are most important to you and that you want to change, this will help you to not be so overwhelmed and disappointed by how your life is going. This is because you will have a clear idea of what it is you actually want to achieve. And by taking the time to really get into it with yourself, you'll realize that perhaps some of the things you're striving for aren't all that important to you, and perhaps other things are. So by clearly identifying this, it will help you to set actual habits and mini goals for you to achieve that seem a lot more doable in the long run. So once you've identified what is the most important to you to achieve in order to change your life, then you can start setting apart goals which are separated in between years, months, weeks, and even days. So depending on what your goal is, you'll start with a broader goal, like maybe you want to be a journalist, let's say, and you have no experience in journalism. So maybe your first year goal is to get an internship in journalism. So by the end of the year, if you want to have that internship in journalism, what are you going to do today to achieve that? Well, you're going to set some monthly and weekly goals that will in the long run help you achieve that goal. So maybe this week, you're going to start by looking into online courses in journalism that you can take to help you improve your skills. And then by the second week, you're going to be taking that journalism course. And then maybe by the second month, you will be doing something else that will work on another aspect. Whatever your goal is, you need to take baby steps to achieve your goal. And I can make a separate video on this if you guys are interested, but for now, let's get to the second point. So this second way to reset your life this month is to get rid of the excess stuff you have. Don't we all have excess stuff? I, for example, have a lot of clothes. Perhaps for you this looks like electronics and video games, or kitchen tools, or furniture and home decor, like pillows. Who can't have enough throw pillows, right? So relieving yourself of the burden of the extra stuff will help you to get more creative with your space. I also find that physically decluttering your space, be it your room, your car, your house, also helps you declutter mentally and make space for the thoughts that you actually need to be thinking. You'll have the peace to focus on the goals that we talked about in number 1. If you choose to sell these items, this provides the added bonus of making some money. This is another way to have a fresh start, because by getting rid of all that stuff, you'll be more organized and you'll be reaching for the things that you need rather than the things that are in your way. So the third way is to change up your environment and to experience new things. There are a couple ways to change up your environment, but the first way is to refresh your space. I tend to do this about every 4 months or so, but I really do find that moving around the furniture or plants in your house or your room can really change the atmosphere and make things more fun and fresh for you. You can also buy a new thing that will make your space more exciting for you, be it fairy lights or a new plant or a cozy rug. Whatever you decide on, make sure it's something that makes you happy. Another way to change up your environment is to get out of the house. If you work from home regularly, try working in a coffee shop instead. If you already work in a coffee shop, try a new coffee shop. The new space will give you inspiration just by adding something fresh into your routine and perhaps make some mundane work a little more exciting. I added this one in the third point as well because it is very related to changing up your environment, and that is to experience new things. Just trying out new things will add excitement and challenge to your life that will in turn make you feel more motivated and satisfied with the life that you're living. Just do it for fun and do it for your personal growth. You could go for walks outside, you could go for a drive to a new town or area that you haven't been to before. You could even switch up your morning breakfast. It doesn't have to cost much and it doesn't have to take much time, but you will receive the reward that your life is more full, more varied, and more interesting. And in turn, you will feel more refreshed to pursue the things of life, be it your major goals or just your everyday. A fourth option for refreshing your life is to take quiet time every single day. It can be for as long or as little a time as you have and as you'd like. Take your time to be alone, to let your thoughts flow, to let your emotions be, and don't forget to breathe deeply. You would be surprised at how much this helps with mental clarity as you're able to let go of all of those nagging thoughts that are following you around all day and you just want to punch in the face. Personally, I like to sit there, let the thoughts come, the bad ones, the good ones, see them as they are. Usually, you'll know which ones are not true if you actually take the time to just let them be and watch them objectively. It's very interesting how they can have such an effect on you when you're going about your day and being busy, but when you take the time to just look at them objectively, sometimes you can see that they are lies. And after that, I like to pray. Whatever is on my mind, whatever is troubling me, whatever is making me happy, I like to give it to God, release it into His hands, and thank Him. This lifts a huge weight off of me because I'm giving all of my problems, all the things that I cannot control, to the one who can, to the one who is in control of everything, and the one who created me. This makes me feel immensely better and closer to Him, which for me is the most important thing. My final tip for resetting your life this month is to do a life admin day. Now, this is a day basically to take care of all those boring little tasks that we keep putting off. I have so much of this stuff piling up that I likely need to take several life admin days just to tick off all the things on my list, but that's okay. We take things day by day, 1% improvement. You can schedule those days across different months if you need to. Whatever you need to do, it's worth it to take that time. So these boring things could include decluttering your digital mess, like maybe photo albums you need to categorize. It could be deleting old apps or software you no longer use, emailing or texting back a bunch of people that you've left unread, or maybe calling your landlord or calling the tax people, or something boring and something scary that you don't want to do. Once you check those lingering things off of your list, you'll feel so much more organized and unburdened and able to take on the responsibilities of everyday life. So I think it's something we all need to do, and it is definitely a huge refresh. I hope you found these points useful, and I hope they really help you to refresh and reset your life and just have a little bit more motivation to go forward into the next months and even the entire year to kind of tackle those things that you've wanted to figure out for a while but just haven't had the time to do. You have to take the time out of your day to do it, but it is so worth it. If you have to spread out these things over several days, that is completely okay and in fact encouraged. Whatever works for you is what you will stick to. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I hope you'll consider subscribing and joining me along this journey for more content like this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.